never was able to guide them to the playoffs. He was more than ready to join the big three in Cleveland. He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Nets trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lynn from long range. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. James wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. LeBron's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the thing that stands out is Kevin Love's unselfishness. He's such a team player. See, Webb, he knew he'd have to make sacrifices in Cleveland, and he has.
Yeah, he's made big sacrifices, and it's taken some time for them to gel. I mean, once Kevin figured out when and where to insert his game, he was a big impact when he gained confidence. He's only getting better.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
I admire the aggressiveness. Love isn't afraid of getting hit on his way up.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Kevin Love.
Oh, Kevin Love is a great rebounder. We all know that. Very skilled.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love. And when you look at Love's game defensively, Chris, what stands out?
Well, he avoids cheap fouls. He controls the backboards and just a great scorer.
Lynn kicks to Carroll. Pass to Allen. Over Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And that time, also a missed shot. Cleveland leading by 9. Tries it from 19. Holmes, good. DJ's got 10 points.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So for the Nets, Alan Crabb, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for LeVert. To the middle. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists now in this one. Cleveland leading by 9. Here's DJ Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
They set the pick. Lynn kicks to Allen. Back to Lynn. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Here's DJ. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. 14 feet away. He's off on that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Thompson. Lays it up off the glass. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Screen by Russell. There's a screen. Fires from deep. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Holmes with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Love against Booker. And Love gets it to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trail by 10. Here is Russell. A 14-point game for him in the win against Chicago. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Thomas subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Now, here is Russell. 5 points in the game. Kicks to Cram. Picked by Mozgov. Crab with the ball. Working on Smith. 3 on the clock. Crab with the ball. Now Smith defending. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. And now a look at the 2K leaderboard to see which point guards have been playing the best perimeter defense during the last month. DJ #1.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
Well, to me, that's what makes him such a unique player, because not everyone likes playing deep. But this guy, he truly loves it.
They're struggling to knock down those threes here in the early going.
To the inside. Shot's good from Love. And Tyronn Lue thrown right into the fire as the head coach of the Cavaliers, and he led them to a title in his rookie year as a head coach.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but he's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to make. Coming in and leading a championship team, he was up for the task.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. That's good from Mozgov. Well, Chris, we often ask you who the best power forwards are right now. Let's switch it up. Who do you feel is the best true center in the league right now?
Well, I think you have to look at DeAndre Jordan and defensively what he does, and then maybe go down to Detroit and look at Drummond or Marc Gasol and how he can step back now, shoot the 3 and post you up. But to me, it's a no-brainer. If we're talking centers, and maybe he's even a power forward, but I got to go with DeMarcus Cousins. So he's a 7-footer that can score outside, inside, knock down free throws with consistency, 3-pointers with consistency, post you up like an old-school player, and then hit you with some new-school moves. He's something special to watch.
And Embiid is intriguing as well, I think.
You have to love Embiid. He's a new-school type player, too, that is so agile, so versatile. You have to love his work ethic, his patience, the big process, and most importantly, I love his personality. It's great for the game. It grows the game. How can you not love this young kid? And hopefully he can stay healthy enough to show us all the great things that he has.
Mozgov, a screen on Thomas. And stolen by Love. .137 left in the first quarter of the game. Holmes. Rebound Brooklyn. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And this is why scouting is so important. You've got to be able to identify those role players who can complement what your team does.
Yeah, that was big-time production from the bench, especially on the offensive end.
Smith, the pass to Holmes. Goes back up. Banked in off the glass. And it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
And the foul called on DJ. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's the second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
Wells is checked in for DJ. Cleveland on defense. They set the screen. Platoon swap here for Cleveland. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Mozgov. Damari Carroll comes in for Booker, and it's LeVert in for Crabbe. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Rose is out there with DJ, and it's Wade in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
He better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a 3rd foul before halftime.
The Cavaliers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That free throw good from Holmes. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Spurs lit up the floor. He finished with 57 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal. And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his win.
Oh, come on. Knocks it loose.
D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
And the pass to LeVert. Back to Russell. Pass to LeVert from past the arc, but they recover it. And here's Russell, 5 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Dishes to Allen, stolen by Thompson. Now here's DJ. Tight defense on him. LeBron dishes to Wade. He gets it in there. Wade's got 8 points. And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country.
Passes it to Kilpatrick. Uncovered. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Kilpatrick's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Here's TJ. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
And the NBA game is evolving, Chris. You know that. And if you were starting back at square one, say, and trying to develop your skills to prepare yourself for a pro career, is there anything you do differently to prepare yourself for how the game is being played now?
That's a great question. You know, I remember playing in Washington, and I shot over like 35% from the three-point line. And I remember in the paper they were saying, you know, we don't need big fellas to do that. So I got right back in the post. And so the game has changed so much. And so I would really say that I would balance the work that I did in the post with outside of the post. I would just make sure that I would continue to stretch the floor as far as three-pointers, to give guys room to drive. And I would have definitely continued to work on my ball handling, maybe where a picker could have screened for me, and then I could have been the initiator, since in most times I was kind of that point forward. But for the most part, no, I would have tried to put the same effort in, but definitely with different skill sets. You get to play differently now. You know, when we think about it, I don't think Larry Bird got to shoot 2 3-pointers a game. Imagine if he would have got to just let 7 go. You know, I don't know what we would ask him, except would you have to ice your wrist after games a little bit more, because you would maybe shoot more. So I think the freedom would have been fun, but I don't think I would have had to prepare any differently.
Carroll with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, it's crucial that DJ shoots with confidence. When he's locked in, he's very hard to slow down.
Net shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And it's really all about the evolution of Derrick Rose, finding out how to be more effective at this stage of his career. And, you know, I think he's done a good job of not relying on his outside shot as much. Still can attack and get to the rim, and it's starting to lead to better results.
For Rose, the outside shot was something that never really recovered after his injuries, Greg, but he is still a dangerous scorer without that tool.
One of the better finishers still at the rim in the league in terms of guards. His decision to go inside more helped bump that field goal percentage up last season. Not everyone can adjust their game, but Rose managed to do it seamlessly.
Russell kicks to Carroll, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside?
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Carroll.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
And for DeMarre Carroll, able to hit the three, but it all starts for him, Greg, at the defensive end.
Yeah, he can be an intimidator on that side of the ball, and with his lockdown mentality defensively, he only needs to provide complementary scoring to be a key contributor. And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
James, the pass to DJ. Back to LeBron. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Now, here's Holmes. Carroll covering. 5 on the clock. James. And finished off by LeBron.
Got to admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
Al Russell. He has 5. Here's the screen. Pass to LeVert. Shoots the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that one, good.
He has them really. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
Allen right side to the wing right side. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
His stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
Wade, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Now look, I like seeing Wade get loose inside. He's effective at converting deep in the post.
Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Holmes. Allen, a screen on Thompson. The dish to Carroll. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Carroll's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
There's a minute left in the first half. Here's Holmes, and he gets the bucket. Holmes got 24.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the pick. Here's LeVert. Last game out, he had 14. Some solid defense there from Holmes.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Lets it fly from 18. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Rose.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The pass to LeVert. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. LeVert's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Holmes with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
But when DJ is on the attack, watch out. Sometimes all you can do is whack him and hope he misses it. Terrific speed.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5. And the first one drops. And Brooklyn making a change here. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, I like the attitude of DJ. He's a quiet player who makes his presence felt on both ends of the court.
And so it's DJ making highlights for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Another quick start here in this first half. What has been the key the last few games?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a key. I'm going to give you a major key. The key is I noticed a trend. Pretty much anytime we play a game on a day that ends with a Y, then I'm going to have a good game. You know what I'm saying? So that's my own personal brand of advanced analytics. So you can expect these types of games for the rest of the season unless something changes with the calendar. I don't know.
Yeah, now you're aware the calendar does change every month, right? Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Down low, it's Booker and Mozgov. LeVert and Carroll are the wingmen. And it's Russell in at the point. Holmes can't get it to go in.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Offline with his three. Well, Cleveland shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Drills the three-pointer.
When you're open, DJ will find you. A team-first guy who plays well within the offense.
The Nets shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
Wasted no time on that one. Wade's got 14 points.
Should be cautious around Wade. He's solid at clogging up the passing lanes with his length.
Outside, Russell. Pass to LeVert. Picked by Mozgov. Stolen by Thompson. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And
Did you see that? And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Just 5 to shoot. Russell kicks to Mozgov. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And that could be a costly foul there. Mozgov, a pretty good free throw shooter.
And Chris, it's a players' league, and yet the officials, of course, have an impact on games. I'm thinking of a certain Game 6 back in 2002. In your opinion, how does the league ensure greater consistency with the officiating of games?
Well, I promised myself, Kevin, thanks for bringing up 2002, that I would never think about that aloud. You know, I'm going to have to go lay on somebody's couch after we do this game right here. But I think the league just has to be transparent. They have to let fans know when the ref has messed up. We're all human, so I think it comes into play when you aren't transparent, when you aren't honest with your fans, because we have the smartest fans of any sport, I believe. And so I think transparency is good, but human error is always going to be in there as long as it doesn't go back to the type of human error we saw in 2002.
But, Chris, I do sense that is a goal of theirs, and bit by bit they're getting toward that goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I believe that our league has done some great jobs when it comes to advancing referees and how the game is officiated. When you look at not only do we have the referee center back in New York, where the referees now can go and get help, and the game is faster. And also, we have 3 refs on the floor, and so and we have the best conditioned refs. And so I think the game is just going to be better because we have passionate refs, we have passionate officials, and passionate players, and we're going to work together to make sure that this game is the best for every fan to be presented to, and also that every player has a chance to win a championship and don't have their heart broken.
And the Nets miss again. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. In the corner, it's James. Down low and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for DJ.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Outside, Lynn. Mozgov sets a screen for Lynn. Off the screen, and the layup good by Mozgov. Mozgov's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Here's Holmes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
LeBron James is such a devastating finisher around the rim. Cleveland's goal has been to surround him with as many three-point shooters as possible, trying to keep the defense spread out.
And the old guard used to say that jump shooting teams can't win titles. Chris, that playoff defense was just too tough.
Well, it's a different time. The Cavs win while taking a ton of threes. Still, though, LeBron's interior threat is what creates those open looks.
Mozgov passes to LeVert. Shoots over Wells. And it's LeVert missing.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And that one's good, DJ.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Lynn. He's tightly guarded. He feeds it to Mozgov. Now here's Carroll. He's got 7. Holmes with the steal. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Crabs checked in for LeVert. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Shammy Wells. He's averaging 10 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Here's Holmes, and DJ throws it down hard.
Give it up for DJ. Plays with such ferocity, especially when he's going up to ram it home.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lynn kicks to Carroll. Booker with the screen for Carroll. And the rejection by Love. Now the feed to DJ. Second shot opportunity. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside. Thompson's got 11 points.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lynn.
And taking a look at some numbers for DJ. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Nets shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Crab, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Yeah, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Crowder, he's checked in for Thompson. Brooklyn with the ball. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. They need this one, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
For Brooklyn, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And he makes the first. And with Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love, the Cavs have some elite offensive rebounders, able to create extra offensive possessions.
Well, their offensive rebounding rate fell off quite a bit last season. 9th best to 20th. I mean, they just got smaller without Mozgov and some of the other 7-footers they have, and other teams prepared for them.
Well, wide open look for Love. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 14 points for Kevin Love. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lynn dishes to Booker. Feeds it to Crabbe. It's taken away by Smith. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, DJ, such a reliable defender, using his quick hands to rip the ball away. Can't afford to let him come away with steals.
Brooklyn with the ball. Outside, Lynn lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Lynn's got 6.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and of course KG. But unfortunately all past their prime. You know, that team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
Crabbe with the ball, now guarded by Crowder. Shot clock at 5, doubled by Holmes. Jacks up a 3, and it's Kilpatrick missing. Cleveland's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from 3-point land in the ball game. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Give him that shot again, he'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Grab the pass to Lynn. Booker outside. Crabbe kicks to Booker. Shoots over Crowder. That's short off the rim. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Smith. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
Now, wait a minute. He was the former 2005 NBA slam dunk contestant, right? Taking flight? Oh, he's just a high-flying dunk artist.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Booker. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 6 assists now in the game.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
DJ dishes to Thomas. Love with the screen on Lynn. Here's Holmes. And again, it's Cleveland.
Look, he's driven him to this lead, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
Brooklyn's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. No good from Booker.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Crowder goes in. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Crowder's got his second basket.
Taking the initiative, Crowder going in strong.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 34% from the floor. And here is Lynn. 6 points for him. Stolen by Thomas. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
Ooh, I like how Thomas goes for these steals. I mean, swiping and clawing for any he can get.
And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
Booker outside. Passes to Kilpatrick. 5 to shoot. Back to Russell. Over Thomas. Drops one in from the wing. And that's now 7 points for D'Angelo Russell. Cleveland's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And Thomas has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the three-pointer has always been a big part of Thomas's arsenal. I mean, the quick release, able to hit on the move.
Off the screen. Tips it up. Out to Russell. There's the three. Again, Russell missing. Cleveland's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Crowder, the pass to Thomas. He dishes it to DJ. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, we all know this. Love is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game. He knows how to get in position as the shot is going up.
Nets passing it around. Here's Crabbe, but teardrop falls in.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Cleveland's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Now, here's DJ. Not a lot of room. And DJ throws it down hard.
DJ enjoys showing off his jumping ability. Once he gets positioning, he's primed and ready to throw it down.
Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Allen. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
The Nets haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. Allen, no good on the free throw.
Has the NBA ever seen a more dominant athlete than LeBron James? He's the quickest player on the floor at any given time and the strongest, just one of a kind. In many ways, a bright, shining decoy out there tonight. He's just happy to contribute when they need him.
Pass to Kilpatrick. Screened by Russell. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. From 12 feet out. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Holmes. Here's Crowder. Good D by Booker.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Here's Holmes. And no good trying to get that one. DJ has been on display for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back to the action after this word. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth. Wells, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. DJ comes in for Rose. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Zeller. Mozgov comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Allen Crabbe, he's checked in for Harris. And it's LeVert in for Whitehead. Kyle Korver is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's DJ. And it's Wells in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Crowder against Mozgov. Russell high post. Shoots from 12. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, with the size and quick shot release, Russell a tough cover from mid-range.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Allen, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Brooklyn making some changes. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Allen, and it's Jeremy Lin in for LeVert. Free throw good, DJ. And the pace of the NBA game has changed, becoming more strenuous. We've heard a growing chorus saying that the NBA regular season should be shortened, Chris, to allow more time for recovery.
No, the guys should do less in the summers. NBA has always been 82 games, and that's the season. Anything you do outside of the NBA does not concern the season. So if you're tired because you play on several teams for your country, or the fact that you work out and you go to several camps, that's only your fault. You know how to get rest during the off season. So that's ridiculous to say that there won't be 82 games a year. That's ridiculous. How do you keep in a historical continuity if we don't keep it that way? So I think guys need to take it upon themselves to find ways to get more rest in the summer.
Here's Crabbe. Wells grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Took him no time at all on that one. DJ's got 51.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Picked by Mozgov. Here's Russell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Greg, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all three at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this room.
Lin kicks to Russell. Now here's Lin. Guarded closer. That one, no good. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's DJ. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. The Nets working the ball around now. And the Nets miss again.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 13 points for Tristan Thompson.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable, shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
Outside, Lin. Picked by Mozgov. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Here's Russell. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Holmes kicks to Fry. Back to Holmes, and stolen by Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Monster night, and what's scary, Russell's built for many more of these.
Here's DJ. Another shot. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
That free throw good from Thompson. And the Cavs front office never shy about making bold moves. You think about changing coaches a couple seasons ago, even with the team's record at 30-11.
Well, T. Lue is the answer. They weathered a lot of criticism, part of the responsibility of leadership. Can't always make the popular call. You got to make the right call.
Here's Holmes. He's off on that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Russell with a wide open look. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Russell's got 14 points now in the second half. Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And DJ throws it down.
DJ is tenacious on the drive, exceptional at getting speed behind him and soaring for the slam.
Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Lynn with it, now guarded by DJ. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, the league has begun a program to crunch the numbers and learn how to reduce player injuries. It's just getting started, but Chris, exciting to think that we'd be able to cut down on that part of the game.
Oh, yeah, you're talking to a guy that suffered injuries most of my career. I'm glad that we have more information now as far as, looking on the bench. You have player tracking cameras, the nutrition. You have more research and flexibility and strength, and so now it can all be measured. And as long as the players-doctor relationship is kept in privacy, I think it'll make a big difference.
Mozgov sets a screen for Russell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And D'Angelo Russell, a pretty impressive ball handler for his size. Chris, what did you say?
Yeah, but he's still working on his finishing, though. I mean, not the most explosive athlete. He's got to get it done with touch and drive and positioning and kick it out to the open teammates.
Chris, we've seen video review get introduced into the NBA and tweaked as we go along, refining it, polishing it off. And at this point, would you like to see video review expanded even further? Or do you think it's in a good spot where it stands right now?
I think it's in a good spot right now. I'm sure if I had time to think about it, there are areas in which you want to go to. But if you really think about it, I mean, the game is supposed to be a spur of the moment. It's supposed to be just players free-flowing and playing. And you don't want to make the game slower by going to the officiating video every single time. Right now, I don't think you should do it on charges and blocks, which is probably one of the most controversial calls in the game. I think where we have it now is good because it gives a balance, and right now we do not need the game to lengthen in any way, if anything shorten, and I think adding anything more to refereeing and videos I think will just make the game last long.
And DJ throws it down hard.
Gotta appreciate watching DJ shred the D on the drive, blasting around anyone who tries to stop him. Determination.
The net shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Screen by Russell. Outside, Lynn. Shoots over Korver. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Zeller, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's DJ, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside, Russell. Now here's Cram, guarded by Korver. Russell kicks to Mozgov. Shot clock at 6. Crab, no good. Cleveland's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Russell with it. Now guarded by DJ. Down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a key part of Allen Crabbe's development is growth as a defender.
Well, and a 6'11" wingspan. I mean, he's had to work to get stronger. Now with his shooting, he's a player who can contribute offensively and defensively.
The first free throw is good. Chris, as we all know, you grew up in the Detroit area. It's a town that has seen glory days and hard times. Talk about what it means to you to come from Detroit and what you see in the future for the Motor City.
Well, it means everything to me to be a Detroiter. I think that's what made me successful in my career, is that I took on the heart of the city and the fact that it's a hard hat town, a blue-collar town, and you have to earn your keep. And you have to wish positive for the future. And so it's been great coming from there, and the hard times being from there, you know that we're resilient, and so it's great to see positive energy enter back into the city. It's great to see the Pistons playing the city for the first time in over 20 years, and so I see the future is bright for Detroit because Detroiters are always there, and as long as we have the people, everything else will be great.
You and I broadcast the last game in the Palace, and I'm wondering what you think the impact will be with the Pistons, as you just talked about, in their brand new building.
I think the impact would be great, but for fans. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to see the city. I wanted to see our team play, and I only lived a few miles from downtown, but about 30 or 40 miles from the Palace, and so I'm happy that the kids that supported the team, that dreams about being a Piston one day, I'm glad they finally get to go to a game. I'm glad that Detroit finally gets to really call the Pistons their own. What is it going to do? It's going to infuse positivity, and so hopefully for everyone, it's a positive environment.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Harris. Zeller setting the pick for Harris. That one no good. Nice D from DJ.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DJ.
Well, the big thing was if he had an open look, he drained it. He didn't let any of those easy chances get away from him.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. Eight seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Misses the shot. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Tremendous fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, DJ.
Hey.
Great game out there. Look, Shaq and the guys want to talk to you in the studio.
Really?
So stand, yeah, right this way. Stand here, and we'll get you set up. Perfect.
That's good.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our postgame guest.
Hey, what's up? It's the Jet. Nice work on getting another win, man. How have you guys been able to keep this win streak?
Well, Kenny, you know, the big thing for us during this stretch is that every night it's a different guy stepping up. We have a great atmosphere on the team, and when one player is on a roll, we like to feed him the ball and just keep it going. It takes a full team effort, top to bottom, to keep a win streak like this alive.
And that's exactly true. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, I will.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.